Hi, this is Teacher Tess again. Welcome to English Interview for Stewardesses. Our questions here are about scenario. Okay, that means the questions here are about things that can happen in an aircraft, and what would you do to those scenarios? Okay. So now the questions are about seat trouble. So the questions here are about problems in seats in airplane seats like that. Let's read the sample answer questions. If a passenger wants to change his or her seat to first class, what would you do? Well, this question asks you, for example, the passenger is in the economy class and he wants to change it to first class. So what would you do to this kind of situations? Let's read a sample answer. I would first apologize, then I would explain to the passenger that all of our first class seats are full, or that our first class seats have to be booked before flights. It is against our policy to upgrade passengers. Well, here she's going to apologize first, then she's going to explain to the passengers that the first class seats are full, or there is no available seats, or that he or she or he is not allowed to upgrade seats. So next answer here is I would tell him that there is no available first class seat. Also, flight attendants are not allowed to change a passenger seat to a higher class. If he also insists, then I need to call my supervisor. Well, students, I hope that you are ready for this kind of situation. Now, please copy the questions and the sample answers. Then try to answer the question using your own words. The next question here is, what would you say to a passenger who wants to sit with his wife and there are no empty seats available? Okay, this situation is like they're a couple, okay, and maybe the wife's seat is on the other part, and the other one is the husband's seat is on the other side, okay. But this one is they are in the same class. If you are in the same class, then it's okay to change seat. But if you want to change your seat to a higher class, then that is a big no-no. And I know you know that. Okay, let's read the sample answers. I would inform the passenger that at the moment there are no available seats, but after takeoff I would see if there was a way we could make arrangements for them to be seated together. When no seats are available for the passengers who wants to change his seat, I would make an effort to find someone who would change seats voluntarily. I think a stewardess is a good cabin coordinator as well. I would ask him to wait until the plane take off. This time I can find some available seat or ask someone to change seats voluntarily. Well, what about you, student? Are you ready for this kind of situation? I really hope so. Now, please copy the questions here and the sample answers. Then please try to answer this question using your own words. The next question here is, what would you say or do if you saw that passengers have been double-seated by the ground staff? First, I would apologize about the situation. I would try to find out which passengers was double booked, or I would check to see if I could upgrade them because it was our fault and we bothered them. I would not want them to tell others about their negative experience with our company. I would say sorry, then I can make some arrangements about his seat. It is better to solve the problem right away before it causes trouble. Well, student, I know that you can answer this question. Now, please copy the questions and the sample answers. Then try to answer the question using your own words. Well, thank you so much for being with me. Please remember, students, that you don't need to memorize your answer. Just practice answering the question, and I know you'll do good. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.